Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast on this Friday. Yesterday, we had highs in the mid to upper 50s. I think we'll be at least 10 degrees warmer today with most spots in the mid to upper 60s. A few low 60s in north central Kansas, and we will have cloud cover clearing out during the morning hours. We'll take a look at Supercast here in just a second. Upper 60s and low 70s tomorrow, even though we're starting out a lot cooler early in the morning, and we will have cloud cover through much of the day on Saturday, but that southerly wind, that's all it takes. And then on Sunday, we get back to a northwesterly wind with temperatures a few degrees cooler, almost very similar to what we'll have for today. So, with our wind shift over the next 3 days, outdoor burning not recommended because of the wind shift and strong winds every single day as well. Now, relatively speaking, I think Sunday may be the strongest of the winds over this next 3 days, but I think we'll have these sustained winds at about 10 to 20, maybe even 25 miles per hour with wind gusts 30 to 35 miles per hour for these next 3 days. The winds do relax tonight, so if any fires do get going tonight, should be able to manage it for tonight with those light winds. But those winds pick back up through the day tomorrow, so by the afternoon, those sustained winds will be back to around 20 to 25 miles per hour for many spots, and it does stay a little bit more breezy Saturday night with that wind shift. So that's going to be the time frame where we're going to be monitoring any potential fires carefully with that wind shift and causing real problems out there. And then we'll have the breeze conditions continuing into Sunday. Meanwhile, for today, decreasing clouds this morning. I do expect afternoon sun, and then we'll have clouds increasing late tonight. We might be able to sneak in a little bit more sun tomorrow morning compared to what this model's indicating with clouds already in our area at 7 a.m. But it won't last. Even if we do sneak in a little bit of sun early, I do expect most of the day to be mostly cloudy to cloudy, and we'll be monitoring our next opportunity for rain on Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Most of this should be gone shortly after sunrise on Sunday, leaving Sunday with a little bit more sun. So for the weekend, well, we'll talk about the weekend here in just a second. I do want to mention that tomorrow night with the storms into early Sunday morning, a margin of risk along and east of Highway 75. This will be for any storms that may contain some hail. Hail is going to be the primary focus with these storms. So just something to be aware of in the overnight periods. So between the weekend, Saturday has more clouds, but more or higher temperatures and less wind. Sunday, more sun, slightly cooler, more wind. Take with it what you will. Temperatures continue to stay gently in the mid-60s Monday, but gradually warming up each day. I will mention that there is some uncertainty in the long-range computer models on exactly how warm it's going to be each day next week, and maybe getting a couple of minor systems pushing through with a slight cool down in a couple days. Even though I have a warming trend each day, there's a chance that on some of the days we may get a brief cool down. So confidence is low on specifics, but high that it will be at or above average for this time of year. I don't expect it to be that chilly next week. And then we'll have another opportunity for a few showers and thunderstorms. Right now I have a Thursday night, but anytime between Thursday night, Friday is fair game for possible rain and storms. A little bit of uncertainty on how much rain to expect for the next 8 days. You'll notice that the European has a lot more rain compared to the GFS, so that's going to be something that we'll take on a day-by-day basis. As right now, I'm not expecting anything significant severe weather-wise, so still a good opportunity to make sure you're learning about severe weather and going to storm spotter training classes if that's something of interest to you. Next week, at least Monday through Wednesday at 7 p.m., we'll be in Wamego, Emporia, and Council Grove, respectively, and you can find a complete list on WIBW.com. The extended outlooks indicate probability of above-average temperatures and, hey, above-average precipitation, at least in that 6 to 10-day outlook, and at least a little bit in that 8 to 14-day outlook, too. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on all that. Meanwhile, a recap of the 8-day forecast. Temperatures for tonight will probably be the closest that we'll have for temperatures near the freezing mark, maybe even Monday morning as well. I'm still not guaranteeing that we have seen the last of our freezing temperatures in the 20s like we had yesterday morning, but at least in the short term, I'm not seeing it happening. We're still about a month away from climatologically speaking, dealing with our last freeze of the season, so I'm not quite ready to go that far. So just be mindful if you're doing any spring gardening. Don't do a lot to the point where you're going to be in trouble if there is temperatures that get down closer to 30, if not in the 20s. But at least in the short term, we're going to be okay. Have a great day.